this is what you're going to need to do your rainbow garden. You will need paints, small dishes to mix your paints in. I get these at the Dollar Tree. They look like this. You will need glue, pencils, paintbrushes, scissors. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the paints. So we're going to use red, yellow, blue. We are also going to use magenta and turquoise. All right, so this is the first set. So I will need four dishes for green, indigo, violet, and orange. All right, so the first color I'm going to mix is going to be orange. So we're going to take our yellow, and red. I also get these little bottles at the Dollar Tree. All right, then you're going to mix it. Okay, so now we have orange. Okay, next I'm going to make green. I'm going to take yellow, and blue. So you want more yellow than blue, and you want more yellow than red when you're making these colors. And then we're going to mix it. Okay. Now we have green. And then we're going to make violet, and violet is done with red and blue. So red, blue. I don't really do equal amounts. I do more. We'll have to see. Sometimes I have to mix. Sometimes I have to mix this one a little bit more and add till I get the color I want. But yeah, this is a little red. I'll put a little bit more blue in there. Doesn't. I'm upset. Okay. Still a little red. Just a bit more blue. Alright, that's good. Alright, now to make the indigo, you need violet and blue. So we're going to make our violet. We're going to make violet. All right, a little bit more violet color, so I'm going to add a little bit more blue. All right, so that's what I want. But to get the indigo, I need it to be a little bluer. So I'm going to add more blue to the violet. And it becomes actually, that's more like the purple I want. So I'm going to trade these two because I want that. That's more the purple I want. I'm going to add more blue to this to get it to be more violet. Okay, now I have this to more purple, but I need more blue to make it indigo. It's indigo is between the blue and the purple, so it I always make mine. Takes a little bit to mix it. A little bit more bluer. Takes a little bit. All right. This is good. This is my indigo. Okay. All right. There's that. Now, you also can make orange and green and violet with magenta and turquoise. So I'm going to show you that too. 3, 4. Okay. Oops. All right. Here's my yellow. I'm going to do 2 of them. Okay, so this is my magenta. So I take the yellow and the magenta and I mix them up. And you're going to get orange. This is with the red. This is with the magenta. Okay. Now we're going to do, no, and take the turquoise and the yellow. It also makes it green. So this is the blue and the yellow. This is the turquoise and the yellow. Alright. Now, you can take the magenta and the turquoise and you're going to make lavender. Or purple, violet. Yeah. And this is the blue and the red. This is the magenta and the turquoise. All right. And obviously we need indigo. So I'm going to just put a little bit more turquoise in there. See what we get. violet. Okay, so I added the magenta, a little bit more turquoise, and I have my indigo. Magenta and turquoise, blue, red for this one. Okay, so to paint our papers, we're going to also need, we're going to need the yellow. We're going to need blue. We're going to do it blue, red. If you do these, you need turquoise and magenta. So there's two ways you can do your rainbow garden. Okay. When you're done with mixing your paints, let me get these out of the way. You're going to paint your papers. Now, what I usually do is I take one sheet and I cut it in half. Okay? And I'm going to show you, but we have already done that. So I'm going to show you. These are painted. So you're going to just paint your papers. They'll be bigger than this. I'm just doing this for the video. Okay. This here. This here. This here. I'm going to put a piece of paper under here. Okay, so this is my indigo. Okay. And then teal. You're going to let your papers dry. Magenta. Okay. All right. Then you would do the same thing for if you were going, so that's using magenta and turquoise. This is using the blue and the red mixture. You're going to paint your papers. Paint your papers. And let them dry. Remember, when you paint back and forth. Okay, this is the violet. Okay, back and forth. And indigo. Forth. Blue. What's that doing here? Okay. Get your papers. All right. on both of them, you will need yellow. And yellow. So once you get all of that done, clean up your paints. Those over there. So clear my space. I would keep this, use this in a project somewhere, scrap paper piece. All right, once you get your papers painted, you will have a set like this. So this is with the magenta and turquoise. This is the set with the red, using red and blue. You can mix. And this is the red and blue. Okay? Turquoise and magenta, red and blue. We're going to go with the red and blue today. Okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to make these templates. Now, I made these out of cardstock. You can use anything as long as it's heavy. Cereal boxes, anything. My leaves and my flowers. And you can draw your flowers any way you would like. Once you get these done, you're going to make your flowers for your rainbow garden. So these are your flowers. Okay? So you're going to take the flower. You're going to decide which ones you want, red, blue, whatever color you want them. You're going to take your template. You're going to stick it on the back of your paper. Take your pencil and trace it out. Okay, so then you have it traced. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut it out like this. Okay? So you're going to do that with all flowers. The green, these are the leaves and the stems. You will take your green paper and you will cut 6 strips so that they look like this. 6 strips, okay? All right. Then the remaining of the paper, you're going to lay these out until you fit them all on. And then you are going to trace your leaves, cut them out, and then you will have these. Okay? All right. All right. That's done. This away. Then you're going to take your paper and you're going to, I painted mine blue. So how you're going to make this blue is you're going to take your white and your blue and you're going to do more white than blue. So you're going to take your white and I'm just going to take a drop of blue, okay, and then mix it up. And I'm going to come up with this really light sky blue, okay, and then I'm going to paint my paper, okay. Sky blue. All right, so this will be your background for your flowers. Okay, let that dry. have this. Okay? Let's move these out of the way. All right. So now I have my paper, and I'm going to lay out my flowers first, okay? Because I need to make sure they're gonna fit. And I want some shorter, some taller. Like I'm gonna make this one shorter, taller. This one's gonna be tall. This one's gonna be short. Here, now see, I can't get this one on, so I'm gonna overlap these a little bit. And to go, I'll put this down below here maybe. This. All right. So once I get those positioned where I want them, I'm going to come in with the stems. And I'm going to lay the stems out where they need to go. And figure them. Shorter. Move this one in. Okay. All right. So I've got that figured out. This is how I'm going to lay my garden out. Once I figure that out, I'm going to take a pencil. I'm going to mark where those stems are. Okay? I'm going to mark here, because that one's going here. This one's going here. And I'm going to mark here, because I'm going to cut that one off. This is going to come down. It's going to come here. Here. And here. All right. Once I've done that, I can pull my flowers up. I know where my stem's gonna go. Okay? Then I'm gonna take my glue. And I'm going to take my split paper. And I'm going to put glue on the back. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put it on the back of my stem. Okay, and I'm going to find that spot I marked on my paper and I'm going to line that up and I'm going to glue that down. And I'm going to push down. Make sure it's down really good. I'm going to take my next one and I'm going to cut where I drew that line because I don't need it that tall. Take my stem. Glue my flower on, to glue it down. Okay, and then I'm going to keep going and glue them all down. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pretend they're glued down. So they're glued down. Then I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to glue my flower on. Again. Remember, the edges are more important than the middle because you don't want your subject popping off the paper. Okay, do that. Lay it down. Push it down. Put it on. Okay, then I'm going to glue all of them on. So let's pretend we're gluing them on. We'd be here all afternoon if I did this. All right, so glue mine on. All right, and it's okay if they overlap because they overlap in a garden anyway, right? Then you're going to take your leaves and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to figure out where you want your leaves to go. I want these to go on the tulip, so they're going to go like that. I want these here. And I want this one here. I'm going to look to see and want to line them up. I'm going to put this one. So that should be over here. I'm going to put this one here. And a small one. The smaller one up here. I'm going to put this one here. But I don't like the way this is looking, so I'm going to put this here and pull this up. All right. And then again, I'm going to take my glue, take my leaf, and I'm going to glue my leaves down. Okay? Like that. All right. Going to keep gluing all my leaves on. When we're totally done, we have everything glued down. You will then have your rainbow garden. Okay? This one's using red, blue, and yellow. And then you have another one here. This one's using magenta, turquoise, and yellow. Okay? So, some of the colors are a little different. I don't know if you can see that. But there's your rainbow garden. Have fun, and I will see you next week.